Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this election day. There are just 2 hours left for you to cast your vote for president and other races on our ballots. By the end of the night, we could know who the next president will be. And we hear that people are turning out in big numbers all across the country. WCBI's Quentin Smith joins us live now from West Point with more on voter turnout in our area. Quentin?
Andrea, the polls here in West Point have been jammed packed all morning long ever since the doors first opened up. Now, the circuit clerk's office is saying there has been a consistent and at times heavy flow of voters throughout the day. But that's not just here in West Point. Mississippi's Secretary of State Delbert Hosemann is reporting much of the same throughout the entire state. In fact, there could even be record-breaking numbers in some areas. And now some good news is very few problems have been reported at the polls throughout the state. And one other thing I want to point out, there has also been a surge in the number of absentee ballots that have been requested for this election. As of last week, 112,000 absentee ballots have been requested. So there's definitely a lot of high interest in this year's presidential election. And earlier today, WCBI's Jory Talley talked with voters over in Lowndes County, and she has more.
Finally, Election Day is here, and tomorrow we'll wake up with a new U.S. president. People began lining up outside First Assembly Church of God before doors even opened. 30 minutes in, over 200 votes had been cast.
Each race, everybody say that this is the most important race that you can ever vote in, and I think that that's true for all races. And this time I think that everybody should come out and make sure that their voice is heard.
District 2 Election Commissioner June Bigelow has been working the polls for 12 years and says she's never seen so many people in line to vote. But before the voting can take place, there's a lot of work to do.
We have to test the machines and get them ready, and there are about 60 steps for each machine that we have to go through. But that's just the way that we do it to make things safe, and we feel very comfortable that it's done right.
Decked out in red, white, and blue shows just how proud voter PHYLLIS Davis-Weber is to voice her vote.
For me, voting has always been important. I have many ancestors that have died and fought for this right for me. Not to mention my husband is a veteran that has served this country for 30 years.
Many voting precincts have seen a record number voter turnout.
It's like an adrenaline rush. You've been waiting for this moment, and you actually get the time to select the person of your choice. So it's definitely an adrenaline rush for me, and it's just an excitement, and it's definitely just overwhelming, and I'm definitely so happy to exercise this vote.
That was Jory Talley reporting there on that story. And now again, polls do close at 7 p.m. and we'll have updates from the election coming up tonight on WCBI News at 9 and 10, as well as on our website. But for now, reporting live in West Point, Quentin Smith, back to you in the studio.